Hello, welcome to Infinite Prattle. I hope you're alright. Are you doing well? Hope you are. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about my favourite film shocking reveals that shocked me, I suppose.
Hello and welcome to
Infinite Prattle!
unscripted, unedited prattle on everything, hosted by me, Stephen. Listen, like, share and subscribe, and enjoy the show.
Crap. I really should be better at this by now. I'm still in my flux setup because so much has been going on recently that I still haven't got everything sorted. At this rate, it'll be season 6 before I do a video episode or I get anything set up properly. So, and this chair needs oiling still. I need to do that. I really need to do that. Anyway, hello. I hope you've had a good week, and a good month. And it's November. How the hell did that happen? That's what I want to know. This year seems to have just flown by. And I feel old and older and older and much older every time I say that. Because it just seems to be getting faster the older I get. I hope the audio's okay. I'm winging it a bit today. I'm a bit at 6s and 7s, and yeah, I don't know what's going on really. I need to sort my life out. I keep buying stuff off Temu. And there's loads of stuff to sort out in this room. The stuff I'm buying off Temu are like really cheap, like storage containers and stuff, which are really good quality for the price, to be fair. So well done, Temu. But what I really need to do is actually sort it a little bit better first before I've stacked like about 12 containers up. So yeah, probably not the best thing to do. And I'm using a new filter today as well, so again from Temu. So let's see how well that holds up. I think my headphones are picking up more things that are going through the mic. I'm hoping so, because the sound quality is going to be shit otherwise. I don't know why I'm laughing, because I tried my best. Well, try my best. I don't know. Anyway, hope you're alright. Thank you very much for joining me. If it's your first time, this wasn't probably the best intro to keep you coming back. But yeah, my name's Stephen, and this is Infinite Prattle. It used to be called Stephen Speak, and I changed the name. I think it was last series. I can't remember. Because I thought Infinite Prattle kind of summed up the show a little bit better, even though Stephen Speaks probably sums up the show as well, because my name is Stephen and all I was doing is speaking. But Infinite Prattle, I felt, was more appropriate, and there was a guy in America called Stephen Speak or something, so that's one of the main reasons. Anyway, I wanted to talk about like shocking reveals in films, things that I wasn't expecting, and things that just really stick out to me in films I've seen, like plot twists, etc. So this is no particular order. This is just a few that I like, and I may do another podcast on this when I think of some more or have my brain triggered. But yeah, so one of them, I think I've spoke about one of them previously, but I don't mind talking about stuff again. I'm sure you don't mind hearing it again, because it won't be in the same way. None of this stuff's scripted, as you may know from the tagline. Hang on, let me just move my microphone. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold my phone up at the same time. I'm just going to get my phone stand. Again, should have probably done this beforehand, but I am useless. Okay, so what are we doing now? I'm just going to take my headphones off a little bit, because it's really distracting me, because I'm picking up a load of echoes, and I don't think that's what the audio sounds like, so I don't know why that is. Anyway, I'll just ramble on. Stick with me. Okay, so probably the first one I'm going to do is probably the most obvious one. But as a kid, I think it blows your mind, because you kind of get drawn into stories and especially like fantasy stuff that, you know, as a kid, your imagination runs wild with you, doesn't it? It still does to me to this day, to be fair. But yeah, so I think the first one is going to be a really obvious one. It's going to be Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, I think it is, where Darth Vader. Oh, by the way, spoiler alerts ahead. Should we put like a little alarm on for that? I'm not sure. Spoiler alerts! Spoiler alerts! Spoiler alerts! Oh, it finished before I stopped speaking. Are you enjoying this episode so far? Okay, so basically, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Right at the end of the film, Luke's been fighting Darth Vader, and basically Darth Vader's saying, "Join the dark side," and he says, "No, I'll never join in." Blah 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 blah, and basically, I think Luke says something like, "You killed my father," and Darth Vader says, "No, I am your father," which is the actual proper quote. People misquote it all the time, but that's actually what Darth Vader says. "No, I am your father." And yeah, it's a poignant moment. It's a poignant moment for most kids, I think, because it's probably the first time that they've had like that shocking reveal in a film. And I know for me, like I was like, how can this evil Darth Vader be Luke Skywalker? The savior, the young prodigy, the young kind of pretender to the throne, the new wave of Jedi that's gonna start this revolution, really kickstart it again, and defeat the Empire. And yeah, I just think it's bloody brilliant, isn't it? We all love it. And yeah, but I just remember really vividly as a kid. Then had to immediately watch the third one to know what happened. And I was found that like Luke goes through some sort of change, doesn't he? From the second to the third, he becomes like more Zen. He's like now a Jedi Master and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but big reveal. Anyway, I'm gonna linger on that because everyone knows about that. I think that's been kicked to death, but it was something that was shocking to me as a child. I was probably 8 or 9, probably when I first saw Star Wars: A New Hope and Empire, and they were on TV quite a lot as a kid. I think I watched them one Christmas when they did the trilogy. This was before, obviously, the prequels and the sequels, etc. So yeah, the next one I'm going to talk about is the film Seven. Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt. Again, an amazing film, and one that I saw as a young adult, probably like, I don't know when it came out, if I'm honest with you. I saw it when it was probably on television. I don't know why I said that so weird. Television, when it was on TV, and I don't actually know what year it was, but I'm gonna have to Google the year. I'll do that in the background. But yeah, the whole premise of the film is basically there's murders going on. Again, spoiler alerts. Obviously, I don't need to say that. You know now. You've had the warning. But there's 7 deadly sins and there's a lot of murders going on, and basically, Brad Pitt is a new investigator, and joined the homicide team, and Morgan Freeman's very old school and is like approaching retirement, and they have to solve these murders, and they realise they're related to the 7 deadly sins, so like gluttony, greed, sloth, and it's quite a dark film, but it's very human as well, and but the crimes are quite gruesome, and some of the stuff that they do is like, whoa, Jesus. David Fincher film as well. It was released in 1995, so I'd have been 12 when it came out. I didn't see it when I was 12. I'm pretty sure I was like 15 or 16 when it came out. So probably a little bit younger than I probably should have been to watch it. And I remember watching it at whatever age it was, like 15, 16, thinking, Jesus, this is hardcore. But I really enjoyed the film. And Gwyneth Paltrow plays Brad Pitt's wife, and basically at the end of the film, they've got the person that's been doing the killing, and he said they're going to lead him to the last and 7th victim, He goes out to the desert, and he basically says only the two cops and he can be there. And this truck, like van, kind of drives up and delivers a parcel. And so Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, the cops, and the killer are sat, and the killer starts saying all this like big monologue about like how the seventh sin is his sin, and blah 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 blah. And this box gets delivered, and Morgan Freeman says, "You stay there. I'll go and look at it." And he like stands up, and I think what's really really key to this is I didn't see this coming, and I kind of did and didn't at the same time. So I kind of thought, oh, that person might be a victim, but I kind of like went out of my brain. And when they were driving out to the desert, I just thought, oh, there's another body there, and blah blah blah. And it turns out that in the box is Gwyneth Paltrow's head, is like the cop's head, and they've got five. I think it's what it is. They've got five bodies up to this point. So they're after the sixth and seventh. So the sixth sin becomes the killer's, and the seventh sin becomes Brad Pitt's, because he finds out that it's his wife's head, and he becomes Wrath, and basically shoots to death the killer. And it's like this really massive dramatic ending, and I kind of figured out who it was at the same time as like Morgan Freeman's character, because he opens the box with a little penknife, and as he opens a little, he like peels a bit of the box up, and he suddenly just stands up and looks down and looks over at Brad Pitt, and he says, "Put your gun down, like step away and put your gun down." And it's like, oh my god, it's gonna be his wife's head, like, and it's just like this realization, and it's just a brilliant moment. And Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman and I think it's Kevin Spacey, they're all really good in it. But the crimes in it are quite gruesome, and but it's just the whole film's done really really well. It's a really really good film. I'm not, even though if you've not seen it, I've just kind of spoiled it a little bit, but it's definitely still worth a watch. I mean, bloody hell, that film's like 30 years old nearly, so God, Jesus. And yeah, so if you haven't seen it by now, then but yeah, I think for me that bit was cool, because it was like I realised when he did, and even though I'd kind of thought, I wonder if he'll kill Brad Pitt's wife. I can't remember the character names in the film, so I'm just going to refer to the actual actors. I kind of thought, oh, that time's passed now. But yeah, really really good film. Another one is kind of like, it's got to be in there. It's an Alien thing, and the first time I ever watched Alien, I thought like I kind of was quite young again, probably a bit too young to watch it. I was in my like early teens, mid-teens, and I'd seen Aliens first, and went back to watch Alien. It was on late at night one night. I think I recorded it on VHS and then watched it the following night, late at night. So I watched just the standard version. It wasn't the director's cut at this point. So, and obviously, like, you know, you think that Ripley's got away from the alien. She's got into the lifeboat, the Narcissus, and you think she's got away, and she's obviously, you know, getting undressed, putting Jonesy in a sleep chamber. She's getting herself ready to, you know, get into one herself. And then the set design's amazing in that film, because the alien, the set kind of mimics the alien and vice versa, and it's been very cleverly done in the fact that like some parts of the set look organic, and then at the end of the film, when the alien, you realise the alien's on board the Narcissus with Ripley, and she's already like left the ship. She started that process for getting away from the ship, and I think it happened when the ship's actually exploded as well. It's quite insane. It's just bonkers. It's just bonkers. And I was just like, oh my god, how the hell did the alien know where to go? And but it kind of explained, because I was thinking, where's this going? Are you just going to watch her get in the pod and go to sleep? That's really weird. What else is going to happen? But again, I didn't realise that it was going to be the bloody alien being there. I don't know why. Again, probably like a young adult brain. Not really had much experience of like the format of films at that point, probably. So yeah, but again, brilliant film. And what's next on the list here? What is next on this list? Why can't I see what's next? My eyesight is terrible. There's a light. Well, it's not my eyesight, really. There's a light shining around the screen. That's the problem with like smartphones and stuff. Okay. Oh yes, The Matrix. Another one of my favorite film franchises. Love the first three films. Wasn't that enamoured with the most recent thing, but I think I need to watch it again. I think again I was expecting a bit too much from it, a bit like the Romulus thing. However, as a quick sideline, I have watched Romulus since. I bought it on a streaming service, bought it on Apple TV. I don't know, I'm being cagey about it. Bought it from Apple, and I watched it the other night again and really enjoyed it. Yes, there are still things that grate on me, but I can forgive it. It's a good film, and I actually want to watch it a third time. So that can only be a good thing. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, The Matrix. So at the end of the film, at the end of the first Matrix film, Neo is meant to be the one, and everyone's very doubtful whether he is or not. And he goes to rescue Morpheus, and they're getting Morpheus out of the building. It's been a while since I've watched it. They're running down the corridor, and Neo's trying to get to a phone to get out. And as he opens the door, Agent Smith's there and shoots him like several times in the chest. And he goes out into the corridor, and he gets shot, and he's like sliding on the wall. There's blood, and you think it can't end like this. And like the operator, and sorry, I'm getting a lot of like spotlight. Obviously, this I think I'm speaking over the top of the shield, so I apologise if I'm getting a lot of not flutter. What's it called? Like breath. Let's try this. Let's try. Hang on. Does this work better? I really need to set my friggin' microphone up properly, don't I? Let's just hold it. Let's just hold it. Yeah, that might be the most sensible thing I've thought of all day. So yeah, so he basically is. You actually think, oh my god, he's actually bleeding and he's gonna die. Like the main character, like Keanu Reeves' character, is gonna die and all is lost and this is terrible. And then that's obviously he doesn't die. He stands up and he's got the power of the one, I suppose. And he's okay. And he flies down the corridor and goes inside Agent Smith. Is it Agent Smith or is it another one that he does it to? Is it one of the other agents? Anyway, he explodes them from inside. I've not seen The Matrix in years. Again, The Matrix, Aliens, and a couple of other films. Very much my go-to films. If I was feeling poorly or anything like that, I'd go straight to them and be like, right, here we go, we're getting on this. And they always make me feel better. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a very similar one for that as well. But yeah, The Matrix, like Neo dying, oh my god, and then obviously twist, he isn't actually dead, which is like another twist. You think, oh my god, he isn't dead. That's so cool because I kind of like thinking, I was kind of like thinking, oh my god, like a film that doesn't end happy. That's kind of rare, but I suppose it doesn't end happy. It just ends with a bit of hope, I suppose. And then this is not so much as like a kind of like surprise twist, more just like an Easter egg, I suppose. But in Predator 2, when Danny Glover goes inside the alien ship, the Predator ship, and there's the wall of skulls, and you see the Predator skull on the wall, and by this point we'd had Dark Horse Comics crossovers. I think we had. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had, because they came out in like the 89, 90s, so I'm pretty sure it was about the time of the crossovers, so we were kind of like, oh my god, like aliens exist with the Predators, and they've obviously been hunting an alien and succeeded to capture it and captured its skull. If they even have skulls, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's kind of more of an Easter egg though than an actual kind of like plot twist. I suppose it's kind of a plot twist for people that don't know though. And then the last one is the film Signs by M. Night Shyamalan. However you say his name, I can never remember how you say his name properly, so I apologise. Apologise for turning it into a shit song. But Signs was a really good film. Well, I've not seen it since. Maybe it's shit now in hindsight. I don't know. But when I watched it at the time, it was really, really good. I remember we got it on video. We rented it, and me and my girlfriend at the time. And it came out about 2002 probably. And put it in the DVD player. Well, I don't think she was too into it, but it was something I really wanted to watch, so she went along with it. And yeah, it was one of them films where it was not a lot happened, but it was a lot of like Cloak and Dagger like his films kind of are. Thank you, computer. It's just chimed in the background for some reason. I have no idea why. Or was that my Alexa? I have no idea. Anyway, it's completely distracted me. Yeah, but M. Night Shyamalan films are very much like that. And the premise of that one is there's aliens landing on Earth, and they're a bit hostile. But there's a bit of the film, and this is the thing that really, it kind of wasn't like a plot twist, but it kind of really dragged me into the film to the point that I thought it was real. So again, probably not really thematic with this episode, but yeah, there's a bit where there's a news report, and one of the characters is watching the news report from under the stairs with the silver, like a baker foil hat on, and they're watching this news report. And in the news report, someone submitted like video camera footage from a child's birthday party. And in the footage, you see everyone's like blowing the candles on the cake and all that. And then someone shouts and says that something outside kind of thing. And the person on the camera, it's a bit like Blair Witch kind of like shaky camera stuff. And then they hold the camera to like the backyard, looking down into like an alleyway. And this alien like just walks across like the gap in the alleyway. And like as it walks past, it like looks up the alleyway towards the people, straight into the camera, and then just carries on. But it doesn't pause or anything. It's just very casually walking by. And I remember my girlfriend thought I was mental. I was a bit embarrassed, fair, but I was like so drawn in to the film at this point that I was like, oh my god, did you see that? There's an actual alien. Oh my god, rah. And she was like, it's a film, Steve. But it dragged me in for that split second where suspense of disbelief kind of stuff, and I was like literally thinking this film was a documentary. So kudos to that film. Again, probably not like a plot twist or anything, but just thought such a cool way to engage the film. You know, when a plot twist is meant to like get you engaged and throw you off, and you know, and shock you and stuff. And that moment in that film definitely did that to me. It drew me in and shocked me as well, as I was literally like, that's a fucking alien. Like literally. Yeah, I'll rest your ears at that point, and I will definitely try and get myself sorted for next week. He says for the 5th time. Yeah, I just need to like sort my crap out. But thank you very much for listening. Let me know if you agree with my choices, and let me know if you want another episode of these. And just thank you for listening. Like I don't get like loads and loads of listens, so any I do, I just really appreciate, and I still really enjoy doing this. But if you like it, please spread the word, share it, and give me a like, and that'll do me. That's the most amazing thing you can do. So yeah, thank you very much, and you know, keep prattling.
You've been listening to Infinite Prattle! Thanks for listening. If you liked this episode, go back and listen to some others. And please continue to listening. Your support is muchly appreciated. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care.